Personally, I felt like a little bit betrayed. Provincial legislation came out, and then the city obviously followed suit and then actually upped the ante a little bit and made it more strict. Personally, I felt like a little bit betrayed. If they did come back with, more allowance on short-term rental, would the confidence come back for your group of entrepreneurs in Kelowna and be like, okay, we see that there is an opportunity here. We're going to go back in all in? Or are you guys going to kind of sit on the sidelines and go, you know what, we kind of got screwed over once on this. Like, we're just not willing to take that risk again.
So Taylor, you're asking if the rules change, will people come back? But the funny thing is that even if the Kelowna changes the rules, if our vacancy ever goes low enough, just automatically can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I think the only way, and I've had this conversation with my landlord's representatives at the Shores, like they would be hard pressed to reconvert back to short-term rentals with that risk of 2 more years from now. I'm now going to have another summer where I basically have to start my whole project. And then obviously during the 2 years, you change things with your model, just like we change things with our model. If you're not seeing the same volumes and stuff, I chose not to do the extended patio. For them, all their units were fully suited, right? Like they came fully furnished, and they've moved away from that model in some of their units, right? So now you're talking about buying new furniture and doing this stuff, and it would be a big investment. So I think if you only had the promise that, hey, if it stays above 2%, that's the only way, I don't know if that would work. Another great example, the base space in Aqua is this incredible opportunity. I don't believe it's been leased, and that's the kind of space that like you could do an El Dorado-esque concept, but it would be millions of dollars. And like, is somebody willing to do that? I don't know if they are right now in the current climate, especially knowing that those buildings were for the most part purpose built to be short-term rentals, and to see that big upside in the summertime.
What a loss for Kelowna, because like you have people like yourself and all the other like businesses in Kelowna that rely on the summer boom that are just not going to embrace it and not going to like build their businesses around it.
I think more people will adopt that philosophy that I said about Pretty Not Bad and what Kyle's historically done with the Nixon Restaurant Group, which is like, don't build your business based on, summertime being this boom, like build your business on knowing that it needs to be sustainable year round. And that if you get a nice uptick in the summer, even better kind of thing. Like, don't build your business based on huge patios.